Okay, today we're going to find unit rates. So a unit rate is a comparison to one. So we're comparing something, a quantity to one. So comparing to one. Okay. Common unit rates are miles per hour, another one is price per pound, so cost per pound or cost per ounce. The word per is what tells us for unit. We could also have every or each. These are all of the words that tell us unit. So we're comparing something to one. All right, so let's go and look at our first example problem. It says Adele read 84 pages in 2 hours. What was her average number of pages she read per hour? So we're going to go and find the unit rate. And first I need to look and see what they're asking for. So they want pages per hour. Pages per hour. So I know that I'm going to read from left to right, meaning top to bottom. So I'm going to put pages over hour. That is the first part that's setting up our ratio. All right. And so in this, she can do 84 in 2 hours. So our first step right here is just to set up our ratio. So set up ratio. Okay? Set up ratio. Now, the second part is we are going to find the unit rate. I want to find what she can make per 1 hour, per an hour. So I'm going to make my denominator 1. I want to get my denominator 1. And in order to do that, I'm going to divide the bottom by 2 to get the denominator 1. So step 2 is get denominator 1. I'm going to abbreviate denominator DM1. Denominator 1. All right. So in order to do that, dividing by 2. So that gives me 1 hour. Okay. But if whatever I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. So I have to divide the top by 2 as well, which gives me 42. So she can read 42 pages per hour. All right, example problem number 2. All right, it reads, what is the unit price per can if it costs $2.50 for 6 cans? So first, I'm going to go and find my ratio, and it is asking for the price per can. Price per can. So I know I'm going to read left to right, top to bottom. So I'm going to first set my ratio as price per can. And what she can do is she can do what it costs is $2.50. And for $2.50, I can get 6 cans. So that's just for setting up my ratio. And now I want to make my denominator 1. I want to find my unit rate, which is comparing to 1, so I want to make my denominator 1. I'm going to do that by dividing the top and bottom by 6. Top and bottom by 6. So $2.50 divided by 6 is approximately 42 cents. And, of course, 6 divided by 6 is 1. So I found my unit rate, which is 42 cents per can. All right, we're going to go and skip down to example number 4. So now this question asks, a cook peeled 18 carrots in 3 minutes. At this rate, how many can he peel in 50 minutes? So first I got to set up my ratio, and it wants how many carrots in 50 minutes. So I know that I'm going to put carrots over the time. So it's minute. And this ratio first is 18 in 3 minutes. So 18 carrots, I'm going to abbreviate carrots as C, 18 carrots in 3 minutes. So in order to find how many he can do in 50 minutes, I first got to find my unit rate. And then I can go from there. So I'm going to first find my unit rate. So find unit rate. Find unit rate. Of course, in order to do that, I'm going to make my denominator 1. So I'm going to divide the bottom by 3, and that's going to give me 1 minute. And whatever I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. So this chef can peel 6 carrots in 1 minute. That's my unit rate right here. This is my unit rate. So now I'm going to take my unit rate and multiply it by 50. By 50 minutes. So I'm going to take 6 and I'm going to multiply it by 50, which equals 300 carrots. So that's how many carrots he can peel in 50 minutes.